Welcome back to Josiah Plays the Book of Unwritten Tales. We're going to figure out how to free Professor McGuffin, the gremlin here, from this cage. So let's see what we can examine in the environment. I mean, I could just mouse around until, you know, it says look at the support strut, look at the securing rope.
This rope fastens the cage to the dragon. I have to undo it if I want to drop the cage onto the mountains. This is too tight. I won't be able to undo this just using my hands, but if I had a knife or a sword, I could perhaps cut the rope.
So I gotta figure out a way to cut this rope.
This rope... I won't be able...
What else is around? Up here, we have the support strut.
That's the way up onto the dragon's back. I can't reach the support strut. That's the way up.
So what do I do?
That's the way up.
Well, it doesn't seem like I have a ton of other stuff I can really mess with here.
Hey, McGuffin.
What is it?
Let's see, I can talk to him and get more information here.
The cage has been secured with a thick rope. I can't release it using my bare hands.
Then you'll have to cut through the rope.
Splendid idea, but I don't have a knife.
Then get your hands on one. Kidnappers up there are sure to be armed.
I fear that could be true. If I'm going to steal a knife from the kidnappers, then I need to get onto the back of the dragon. There's a support strut there. If I could reach it, I'd be able to pull myself up.
No problem. Here, take this.
Ah, what's he giving me?
A whip?
It's always served me well. You could use it as a rope.
Hint, you'll find the whip, just as all other objects, in the inventory. Move the mouse to the bottom edge of the screen to open the inventory. To examine an object in the inventory, click on it using the right mouse button. Alright.
I'll just carry on then. You wait here.
So you see now I have an object in my inventory, bullwhip.
A bullwhip made of old leather. Looks as if it's seen a lot of action in its time.
And I can use it, and then I, just show what I want to use it on, right? So, flog McGuffin with the whip is an option. Hold on. What?
Not now. Perhaps later.
Perhaps later. Okay. So then I mouse around until I find... Use the whip with the support strut, see? That'll let me pull myself up there. Indiana Jones theme, she just hummed. Oh, see, then I can use this to climb up to the dragon's back.
What? Yes, I was evil and beastly. Yes, I'll bring him with me, Mother. Yes. I have to go. Why? I'm steering a dragon, remember? You know, I'm not being curt with you. Yes. Good. Yes. I'll see you later. Love you too.
So
oh, by the gods, how I hate her. No, not much longer, Monkus, not much longer. Soon you will have it in your hands. But you have to be careful, Monkus. Mother is mistrustful. She has her agents everywhere. And you are talking to yourself. Better shut up.
There appears to be some truth in the gremlin's story. It's vital that I rescue him. If I remain right here on the outside, then they won't be able to spot me from the driver's cabin.
Excellent. So, he's talking to his mom, and it was a very classic sort of conversation, wasn't it? Apparently, even evil overlord villains in a fantasy world have the same sort of conversations with their mother. So I can... Let me see, I can look at the box.
An old cardboard box. It seems to be some kind of emergency kit if the dragon crash lands.
Oh, that sounds useful.
An old cardboard box. There are a few moth-eaten blankets in the box, a bit of dried meat covered in white mould, and a blue and red potion, and... a line with a fish hook. It looks quite serviceable. I'll take it with me.
Excellent. So I got another item. String with fishing hook.
A line about 3 meters long with a large rusty fish hook. The line still seems to be quite good.
Excellent. Ah, I see. I'm not allowed to just cross there because I'm afraid I'll get seen, you know, by whoever's in there. So what I actually need to do is, you know, get the things from where I'm at, is what they're saying.
The rest's of no use.
Alright, so let's look at this.
A thin wooden stick with the flag of the Shadow Army. The stick's been tied loosely to the railing.
Take the wooden baton.
I could really do with one of those swords, but I can't reach the stand without the sorcerer seeing me. I could really...
So, let's see about using this.
Got it, and the sorcerer hasn't noticed.
Excellent. You can combine objects in the inventory by selecting an object and clicking with it on another object. So that's how we proceed, probably.
A good 2-meter wooden stick, flexible and quite strong.
We tie the string with the hook onto the staff, right?
I'll knot the line to the tip of the stick, and hey presto, I've got a fishing rod.
Excellent. Homemade fishing rod.
I've tied the line with the hook onto the wooden stick. Now I've got a serviceable rod.
That's always a good thing to have. And then I can use this. Fish for the sword. Huh. Awesome. Yay.
That was elegant.
Cool. Sword obtained. And there's nothing else to do up here.
The sword might not be pretty, but it's sharp.
I think it's rather pretty. Now I can go back down. And I can come over here.
I could cut the rope with the sword.
Use the sword on the
I
rope.
should warn McGuffin that we're in business. Perhaps he might change his mind.
Alright, we'll talk to him again.
Hey, McGuffin.
What is it?
So what is this discovery of yours then? A great treasure? A weapon?
I can't tell you. Too dangerous.
Huh.
And actually, well, I don't have it either.
What do you mean?
I found a clue in an old book as to where the artifact, where it is hidden.
Artifact. It. This is getting more and more cliché.
Cliché? The struggle of good against evil is never cliché.
You
Nice.
mentioned your secret cellar. Is that where the book's hidden? Pretty risky.
Alright.
I've got a sword and can cut through the rope as soon as you're ready.
Fine. I'm ready when you are. We're over the mountains. It's now or never.
Are you really sure?
I am. But if I don't survive, or they catch me, then you'll have to fetch the book from my secret cellar and take it to the Archmage.
Of course. We both know what's going to happen now. Going to go wrong. That would be a real, unexpected adventure.
Isn't this a strange coincidence? A young pretty elf walks through the woods unarmed and is suddenly caught up in an adventure.
Don't talk. Just cut me free.
Awesome. Alright. So let's get to cutting this thing.
The right moment is close. There's the mountain. Good luck, McGuffin.
Excellent. Here we go. Awesome. And off goes the cage, and uh-oh. We're still clinging to the dragon. Oh, it looks like we caused a little more problems than we were expecting to. Oh, a dramatic slide down the neck of the dragon and the leap off. Calling to mind. Oh, and we get the opening credits. HMH Interactive presents a King Art Games production. That's the German company that made this. The Book of Unwritten Tales. Epic. This is some pretty nice opening credits. Anyway, yeah, that last little move there on the dragon called to mind sort of Legolas from Lord of the Rings movies, you know. But it's definitely a light-hearted game. There'll be lots of humor, lots of you know, little in-jokes for gamers from tons of other games and like fantasy stories and stuff, as well as apparently lots of references to other adventure games, most of which I probably won't get. So if there's any references that come up that that I don't comment on, that you don't think I get, and you know what they're from, go ahead and mention it in the comments as we go along. And apparently it has a pretty nice story and characters, you know, aside from just the jokes. So it's going to be a pretty nice game.
Wilbur, working hard at it, saving the world.
I'm almost done, you.
Huh.
I could see. Beavering away, eh? What were you this time? A knight riding high on his horse? Or one of those funny little mages again, eh? Hey, hero, I've got a job for you. A quest. Send my new house robot off on a rat hunt. That rat's got it in for my precious hops, and if I don't plant them, beer's going to be a wee bit scarce.
I've never heard of a hero having to catch rats.
You're not a hero yet, laddie. You're still my helper. And that being the case, you'd better get your act together. Then you can finish up here and go and have some more heroic daydreams. I need to go and do a quality control check on barrels 2034 to 2038.
Awesome.
I've got a feeling there might be something wrong with the 2030 batch. We'll see. We'll see.
See, I'm not sure what that's a reference to, but it had to have been a reference to something. Okay, so here we are, our second character, Wilbur something, a little gnome guy. We've got In the Hall of the Mountain King playing in the background. Nice song by Mussorgsky. Classical. And he's said, I've never heard of a hero having to catch rats. Which is great, because, you know, there's always making fun of the fact that you have to kill 10 rats in the beginning of every RPG. And it's like the most ridiculous drudgerous task. So there's lots of stuff to look at in here. We have nothing in our inventory. Just scratched my butt there. That's great. You know, I can move around here and I can look at stuff. It's very cool. It looks, I mean, the game looks gorgeous. The animations as well as the backgrounds and the characters and, the, you know, sounds, voice, all really, really quality so far. So this is going to be fun and enjoyable to go through. Before I start looking around here and doing all this, though, I'm more or less out of time for this video. Wilbur just picked his nose. That's rude. He's looking at me all crazy. Kind of a creepy little guy. Anyway, it's about out of time for this one, so we'll call it here. Thank you for watching Josiah Plays The Book of Unwritten Tales. I'll see you next time.